video.
So, hey there everyone, it's Guest 273 here. As you all know, we start the streams with audio checks, and today it's especially relevant because I kind of tinkered with my settings. Hopefully this should prevent the normal background noise I have from my computer fans. But yeah, let us check that before we do anything else. And oof, forgot to move the stream a little window and the other screen, which is fine. So, let's open and let us see if the audio is crisp and clean from my computer fans. But yeah, let us check that before we do anything else. And oof. Alright, I do sound a little bit more silent, but maybe that's just because I, am not 100% full of energy at the moment, but, happens to the best of us, so. Today we're gonna be playing a single-player Shadow of Death map, and we finally, so to say, leveled up, because this map is like a 5-player map, but you can only play it from one perspective. We were stuck on the 4-player maps for quite a bit, and in fact I will have something interesting prepared. I don't know if that's gonna be in the next week or the week after that, but yeah, we need to look for... where is it? Rithen Falls. And this is the map we're going to be playing today. As you can see, 5 players, but we don't really have a choice. We're forced to play as red. So this is a kind of a scripted map, so to say. So, Rithen Falls, the fair maiden Lorel, which unfortunately we have mistaken for Lorelei, has just become of age. But her father can't decide on a suitor for her. To ensure her husband will be able to provide for her, he has devised the contest. The first lord to capture the town of Rithen Falls will have Lorel's hand in marriage. And I thought, it's gonna be really funny. We've, unfortunately, Lorelei has gotten into a bit of a confusion. She thinks she's hand is being offered. She thinks she's maiden Lorel, so that's why I chose to play as a Lorelei. It's a great opportunity to actually play the Harpy Specialist. She's one of the more iconic dungeon heroes. She's one of the better dungeon heroes, and that's kind of, well, a dungeon has a lot of good heroes. I would say half the roster kind of stands out in one or other way. And yeah, if we were to play any other town, looks like a castle hero is missing. Can't identify who that is at the moment. Actually, Lord Hart and Sir Mullick are missing, so I identified who is missing. And yeah, Conflux, you can't choose anything. It's kind of strange. Shadow of Death maps are strange in this way, where for some of them, if you choose Conflux, you can't choose a starting hero. Maybe they hadn't built Conflux yet, and they just kind of forgot to add them in. But yeah, we're gonna be playing as Lorelei. We're gonna take Sulfur as our starting resource, and yeah, we have to capture a town, and everyone is in their own teams, so this is actually a free-for-all. This isn't like a 1 versus 4. And yeah, let us jump into it and let's see what kind of a map we are gonna be, getting. What kind of a map the developers have made for us. And no introduction text, no nothing, we're just jumping into it, and the castle is still water. And yeah, our opponents are also, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Look, we have 2 Conflux opponents, one of them is Loynis and one of them is Ivor. I think Loynis is going to be, and actually Ivor, both of them are unironically going to be great Conflux heroes, because Ivor has offense and archery, so that the Conflux guys are going to benefit from that quite a bit. And Loynis has prayer, so yeah, they're also going to benefit from that. Rampart with the Melodia and Tower with the Astral. Astral rather, a victim of one of my recent memes. But, if you check the channel post, you will know what I'm talking about. So, Lorelei, what can she tell us about herself? When Lorelei was a child, she wandered away from her home Disappearing into a network of caves, she was found and raised by a harpy hag, and eventually volunteered to serve the dungeon overlords. Shortly before the invasion of Arathia, she has no memories of her real parents, and yeah, she starts with a bunch of harpies, and scouting and leadership. Well, since this map is in this way where, you know, I think scouting is going to be useful. Oh, and we do actually have a tavern. We have a Sylvia and we have a Sephinroth. Sephinroth is going to be great for the crystal, and Sylvia, well, I don't know if there's going to be any water. So seek out the learning stones that are scattered about the land. You can only learn from each one once, but you learn much. 1,000 experience apparently is quite much. Thank you for the generous tip. Everyone, yeah, starts with 1 town and 1 hero, so that's kind of good. Anything forbidden to build? No, nothing. Well, usually as the dungeon, you're kind of like, you know, in 200% difficulty, held back by the beholder dwelling, so having a lot of harpies for the early game could be an alternative, and Lorelei is providing that alternative. So we have 19 harpies. Let's do it like this, maybe. Okay. So, think we are going to be... Oh, a book? Oh, no book. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is what I meant to click. And yeah, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go for the woodshut? What is the spikeman guarding? It looks like he's supposed to be guarding this, but he's guarding nothing. We could also take this treasure chest. I kind of want to go for this treasure chest and then go back here for this chest and for this woodshut. And then maybe fight these guys. I have a feeling they're joiners because they're made like out of position. But yeah, let us go for the gold. Is this like... Well, fine, we'll do what the game suggests here. We'll take 1,000 gold here. I think we'll also snatch the campfire since the chest was kind of small, so, you know, hopefully if we get over 500 gold, yeah, we can get over 500 gold. We can go here and we can take this chest, and even if it's small, like it was, we can afford a second hero. That second hero is going to be Sephinroth, of course. We could fight these pikemen, we could go for the woodshot. I do think let's first give Lorelei the army, the extra additional troops that we got. I think we're still going to be going with a formation like this, like the one we had before. And yeah, let's actually fight these pikemen. I don't think they're that big of a threat. And, ooh, followers. Yeah, I did have a feeling they would be joiners. So, not sure if this is scripted. It kind of feels like it should be scripted though. And let's check out this witch logistics. An ancient witch living in a strange hut welcomes you, offering to teach you logistics for her own inscrutable purposes. Yeah, that is... Are we gonna take logistics on a Sephinroth? I think we will actually take that. And Lorelei, we're of course going to be taking the logistics, and I think, yeah, Sephinroth, we're just going to move you forward because Lorelei is not going to be able to catch up to you quite yet. And I do think this is a wonderful thing for the main hero. Gonna be left on the slower troops for the end of the turn, but I think that is completely fine. So yeah. And that is my turn 1. So anybody bought, yeah, everybody bought a second hero. That is kind of standard. So Sephinroth, you have the scouting duty of seeing if the mines are guarded. The mines are not guarded, which is kind of cool. We can get the Sono, and we can get the Orchid. And there is a green portal right here. I do think we actually would like to get the chest though. Yes, we can build a town hall if we roll into a big chest. It's a small chest, it's completely fine. We can't really check out this. We just take the wood. And yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. Checking the two-way portal with Lorelei. So, dragonfly hives, some troglodytes. I think we will just go forward and, you know, onto the troglodytes. Maybe they will see that we have some troglodytes in the army and join us. Do we build the Battle Scholar Academy? Could get a level on Lorelei. That could level up the logistics we got from the hut. I do think... Yeah, there's the early level is quite useful. And that's gonna be all the heroes. So, 1000 experience and no such luck. We could take offense, but for now I do think let's level up the existing things. Existing skills we had. So, in Troglodytes, are you gonna be joiners? I do see quite a few objectives here, including the Pandora Box, and I actually do think that... Do I see a gold mine? No, this doesn't look like a gold mine, but this is definitely a gold mine, so... And yeah, followers. Okay, that's kind of great. We're getting quite a few followers here. Not sure if that's random or if that's predetermined, but either way, I kind of like it, so... Then, orcs. Something uncharted. This would cost us 1000 gold if I want to go here. I do want to kind of fight the seamen, but maybe let's go to this side first. Maybe, you know, this looks like this is the edge of the map, so there could be some loot here, you know. I've noticed that the developers kind of like to do it in that way, so... Green portal goes only to 2 locations, or rather to 1 new location. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We could explore. We could get the sulfur here. Sephinroth has generated the 2 crystal already for the Harpy Hag upgrade. So yeah, getting the sulfur here would kind of secure that upgrade. Okay, 3 and like 3 mercury. This is sand, so it's kind of like pretty tough to navigate on. I will, however, indulge in this. I spent my life buying, selling, and collecting artifacts. And yeah, this man wants to start mass-producing still Eye of the Dragon, but we need a sample first. So cavern, and I do think Sephinroth is going forward just because I see the gold pile. And yeah, I think she will just be looting this little side until we can find more things to do. So yeah, I think Lorelei will go to the edge of the map here, and then come back and upgrade her harpies. So yeah, hopefully we can find something interesting here. I think we will go further here. I wonder if we should have fought the orcs. Okay, a fight against obsidian gargoyles. I think we want to take some fights just for the sake of taking fights, but then again, this could be kind of nasty. I do have kind of a cool little army. Well, I think we will go for the learning stone. I think we'll also flag the lizard dead at the moment. And yeah, this looks like actually the monastery where you can hide a hero in, and they can't be attacked unless I'm misreading this objective, which is guarded by master gremlins. So yeah, hopefully we can take this so we can go back here, fight these orcs. I do want the talisman of mana, and then you know, buy another hero. Would be kind of cool to get the dragonfly hive as well, but if it's like a big one, I don't really think we can kind of do it reliably, you know. And yeah, I guess we're gonna be investing into a marketplace just to keep the town developing. It's kind of a cheap build. So, some gold, just cool. Some ore, gold, and another pile of gold upcoming. Let's flag this thing, even though we're not planning to buy any lizards. Diplomacy. As funny as this is, I am kind of thinking, well, getting the creatures to join. I don't usually do this, but maybe it's the thing. Lorelei kind of has leadership, which works well together with the diplomacy. Logistics advancement. You know, let's do it yellow. And yeah, let's fight these master gremlins. For that, I think we will indulge in a little bit of a different setup. We will the harpy hags. We came here to fight them. Okay, and that's gonna be basically as good of a result as I would have gotten anyway, right? So then, yeah, do we fight the gargoyles just for a tiny bit of experience, or do we not? Well, it's gonna be difficult getting a hit out to come here afterwards. A little bit of an army bleed early on, but I do think it's gonna be fine, and thankfully we have the marketplace, so we can actually sell a little bit of, let's say, crystal to get the town hall going. Feel like that is quite the investment at the moment. Ooh, hello. Who are you and why have you come to ruin my day, Gretchin? So we'll take the 500 gold. Gretchin has pathfinding, so we can't really run back home. I guess we, in that case, Sephinroth should run forward. I would like to have her. That 1 crystal per day is kind of really cool, but before we explore with her, I guess we will fight at the fights with Lorelei. So relatively small casualties. By the way, the recent hot update added like health bars on the creatures, which is kind of interesting. Like, so you can check without checking here how much health do the creatures have. Interesting little update for sure. So wonder if this is gonna be worse than auto somehow. Okay, then what could we do? We could hit the 7 stack with the 1 stack, and then probably should do the same here. I think the pikeman is strong enough that he can do that. And then all of these guys are just, I love that I'm still checking, even though that's what the quality of life feature was at. So 9 and 9. So, less casualties than what the AI had. It's kind of fine. And then let us go for the orcs, for the talisman of man rather. And for that, I do think the better setup would be like triple harpy hag stacks, so they can block the orcs followers. Ooh, okay, now we are starting to snowball with the joiners, which is amazing. That is kind of what I wanted to do with the diplomacy course. So we'll take the talisman man, and we will head back to town. It would be kind of a shame to miss out the mystical guard. I don't think we can actually get a new hero out here till the end of the week, so maybe Lorelei herself will do that. So nice town, bro, but it looks like it is guarded, unfortunately for me. So this is where Tan resides. Yeah, this is indeed where Tan resides. I guess we could go and capture his town kind of immediately. I am kind of intrigued by this Pandora Box. It looks very doable. And yeah, do we build something? I think we should build something. I think we should build the Harpy Hag upgrade. Even if it isn't immediately helpful, because it will be helpful very, very soon. And yeah, looks like Sephinroth is going to be, well, just annihilated apparently. Too bad. Or crystal generator taken out of the game like that. So 5 gems, not the best thing we could have had. So do you think Lorelei will be... actually, there's quite a few resource banks here. But yeah, I think Lorelei is going to be heading back to the town, going for maybe for this like campfire, and then also upgrading the Harpy Hags to something usable. Well, rather the Harpies to Harpy Hags, so they would be more usable. And yeah. Can't afford anything. I guess we could afford a Pillar of Eyes. The next week is coming soon. I think we should. Like, definitely have these available, so they will, so we can get more of them in the town. So, let us deposit the army for now, and do we build something or do we not build something? That is a great question. Kind of depends on, actually, if we can scour some more monies. I think we're fine at the moment just going out with just the Harpy Hags and... ooh, another ore pit and some gold. Okay, happy I checked this at the moment. But yeah, we got some gold, and with that in mind, I do think, well, mushroomings, well, sure, we'll use some troglodytes for the early game. I guess we can grab that. Our town is going to be brewing quite a few troops up in the next week. And the thing I do want is, ooh, a mage gold. That's not good. And astrologers proclaim weak of the dogs. So, unfortunately, Neela here is gonna get that spell scroll that was not meant for her. And I desperately need money. And I think the best way to get that money is going to be this chest and this gold pile. So, 50,000 gold. Very cool. gold pile, and I think we actually do want the Garden of Revelation. I think Lorelei, yeah, she can't make it back home in this turn, so she is indeed not going to indulge in that. We'll get the garden, we're gonna get to the orchid, and she can make it home next turn, or we can fight with these guys. But now we have enough gold, and we can afford somebody. We can afford, let's say, a Dace. Dace is amazing, and Dace... Do we go for the Mage Guild? I think with the Mage Guild and with the army that we would have here, like all the orcs, we should be able to, you know, fight back the opponent. And yeah, I don't want Neela to be stealing all my stuff. And yeah, I do think a Mage Guild, because Lorelei is just gonna need the Mage Guild. So we will actually grab the book for Dace as well. We'll take the logistics and we can really go places and can we upgrade? We can upgrade one Harpy Hag to make Dace faster. So a shame they're gonna probably be stealing a little bit of resources, but I do think this is fine. We're keeping the town safe. And I do think even Lorelei now could take this fight. Yeah, she could. And then Dace could go here and we could not waste Lorelei's movement points. So that would be beautiful. So, okay. So, go indoors. You go indoors and grab the spellbook for yourself. Good, good, good. Then I think this might be the turn where we're skipping some building. We would rather have some Harpy Hags. And yeah, let's just get the army as big as we can. So, then, we actually have a really, really good army now. And yeah, Lorelei gonna be fighting Neela here. Enemy has fled. And then I think we might even restore some mana afterwards. Okay, Neela flees after being unsuccessful in her fight. So, oh yeah, then actually we can do the reverse here. We can go, I guess, grab just the archers, and I think maybe just one stacks of these should be fine. Oops, accidentally split them in the wrong way. Sure thing, it'll be fine. And yeah, Dace, very simple fight for you, and you do want to fight them. Oh, especially attack this phase. Whoops. Damn, it keeps selecting the wrong one automatically because I'm usually, you know, when you're on the top, it selects the ones on the bottom first. So, can you reach? You cannot reach. Okay, amazing, cool stuff. I get the sulfur. I get the pile, and boom. Okay, Lorelei, you will be made faster, and you can generate the mana in the Mage Guild. Very, very cool stuff. So do we go and attack blue? They do have some banks. There is also green here. Thane might be attacking me whether I want it or whether I don't want it. This is a guaranteed second town. Quite a good one at that. And yeah, green has the most heroes, so we should be trying to take him down a notch. Then again, this Pandora Box is looking very juicy, so we will very quickly actually check this. I think Dace would be fine going down here, but also then going up here. There's quite a lot of resources. Okay, you know what? He will be going up here first. Right, can we maybe do like a combo of both? Yeah, we can kind of do a combo of both. I don't want the resources to be stolen, so yeah. Kind of part of the result here, but we want to take all the other units away. So we could build a Mana Vortex for Lorelei. She has one spell power, so it's not that relevant at the moment to get that done. I could have just upgraded a few troops, or buy some troops rather. You know what, I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna be doing. We're just gonna be buying more troops for Lorelei, and then she needs to start making some things happen. And I think the first thing she can make happen is fighting these magi. So, actually, for that fight, I do think... I kind of always underestimate magi, but I think this should be a fine setup to deal with them. Just because I'm very intrigued in the Pandora Box. Ooh, 26. That kind of looks like, you know, as I say, underestimating the magi a little bit, but... Shield, slow... Well, slow doesn't really do anything, since it's only for one turn. Okay, the orcs getting the short end of the stick here. The magi stick shooting at us, so... Okay, then... Nasty little creatures, the magi. At least from Lorelei's perspective. Then I guess we can surround this guy, deal with this guy, boom, and then okay, this fight went better than expected. Earth magic is always a good school of magic to have, even though we are, you know, getting a bunch of skills. So do I think this is like a fancy ambush in a box? I am always skeptical of Pandora boxes, even the ones we took. I hope not. So 30 monks. Okay, that's kind of like a big army, just out of thin air, in a box. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the developers were apparently experimenting with boxes, it seems like, here. I think we can now do, like, the hive, with the monks, even. And then do this hive, and then we can just go and attack wherever this guy came from. So that is kind of, like, beautiful. So yeah, that's gonna be this turn. Let's see if any of the other players, yeah, Thane actually does come in this direction, which is a bit of a mistake on his side, but he didn't know that, so it's fine, you know. Do we get School of Magic? Do we go for more reinforcement? I would rather have more reinforcements at this current moment, honestly. So what kind of a reinforcement would I like? I think troglodytes would be a fine unit to have here. And also think we will be just taking back the sawmill. So some army. Do I want the orcs that they're messing up the morale? They don't really contribute much in the fight. And yeah, Lorelei. We can do this. We could shoo away Thane with Dace, right? But then we kind of can't come back. Well, okay, look, let's do just that. I don't want some random heroes trying to steal my mines and such. A glorious victory. Ooh, that is like a full defeat of him. And that is actually like a really good result, right? Yeah, I think we will take that. So, Dace says I also want pathfinding. There is some rough terrain all around. I do think that is going to be good. Oh, and actually we can still interact with Lorelei. Anyway, I do think Lorelei is just going to be standing here, waiting for the hive to be, you know, the next thing that we do. Alright, so I wonder how the audio quality is like in the, you know, like after the changes. So we'll take away the orcs once again. Don't think they in the fly hive fight they're not going to be contributing much. They're just going to be getting surrounded. And are you guys gonna join? You guys are not going to join, which is a bit of a shame. So, I think we should slow him down a little bit. And then he can't reach quite yet, which is good. Don't really care about that. Okay, good job. Beat down this man. Oh, and this is a small one, so this is kind of like the perfect size to start farming these. And then this result is really generous. And yeah, we will just accept it, right? So, 4 wyverns in my pocket. Yeah, 4 wyverns in my pocket is quite good. And then I guess we just will give Dace... Well, maybe... Okay, look. Here is the idea. We will take away these 6 troglodytes and we'll take these 15 orcs instead. Right? Lorelei will get the... I guess spell power is more relevant at the moment, right? So we could actually have spells that last for more than a single turn. And yet Dace. So Orange came here with the Loynis, their main hero. I do kind of want... Oh. Let's deposit these guys in the town. We don't really need them at the moment. And, you know, Dace can finally start going up here and collecting all the good stuff we left behind. And let's see if Orange actually goes towards us. Well, it does look like Orange is going towards us, which is a bit of a shame. I wouldn't want them back again to deal with these secondary heroes. Well, actually it's kind of their main heroes, but for me they are the secondary heroes because they are preventing me from, you know, going further and exploring things. So... Scorpio course, quite a tough fight, except that it's not going to be a fight at all. And yeah, I think we're going to trade them instead of the 7 troglodytes. Genies for the Altar of Wishes or just the Dragonfly Hive. So, a bigger one, but it gets rid of one of our stacks. And I think actually this is like fine, you know. We could do some spellcasting, but I do not think it's going to be that relevant. Do we fight the Genies for the Altar of Wishes, basically? Kind of like, if they join, it's really good. If they don't, it's kind of a scam, you know? What do we take? I think we'll make this guy as a 1-star, and let's actually... Well... See, we do outspeed them, so we can convert them into experience for 3, I guess. Well, that was not good. I lost some Harpy Hags, but then again, that was on the morale. I will take the logistics, even though I want wisdom eventually as well. And yeah, since we can take this on day 7. It's kind of sad I don't have pathfinding on Lorelei, but, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I can't really afford too much. So. And yeah, Lorelei, she couldn't actually move that 1 hex, damn it. Looks like my town is like the perfect source for the opponents coming at me. I really don't like that I have to go back and defend my town. You know, otherwise we're gonna have Loynis just taking my town for 3. And I can't really do much about that. I do say this ring that is needed for the quest. Maybe I kind of go here and then come back. The other guy with Neela came through here, so his town must be like somewhere very close by. I don't have the view spell, so I can't check it like that as well. Okay, anyway, we can take the... Oh gosh. Did you morale again, Mr. Genie? Okay, looks like he didn't. Good. And yeah, okay, look, I think instead we'll just, you know, we have the Wyverns, we have the Scorp course. I think we can just blast down this town, and then we will have another anchor point for the portal. Because now it's like you're gonna be hell, just running back to defend my town from some shenanigans every single time. I could buy a hero. I guess Alkin would kind of be a decent hero at that. with the flies. Or we could wait for a new week's hero. They could... steal things from me. I don't like that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a citadel. And actually, let's buy a single troglodyte here. So now we have 7 guardians of the town. Orange goes back. Okay, weak of the Admark. Kinda cool that he did that. But I don't think he did it out of the goodness of his heart. Ooh. Earth magic got offered, but we can decline it. So. And who do we have here? We have a Synca and we have a Uland. Okay, so. I want to go forward. I want to go... well, deal with all of these guys. There's a magic wall. This would kind of give me some experience. But then again, I'm also drawn up here, so... we will not flag the mines with Lorelei, because she does not have pathfinding. This is good. Random artifact, but maybe we could take it. So, then Pit Lords. Ooh, Sword of Judgment, guarded by some more unicorns. That is that. This map kind of looks pretty similar to the one I played recently, actually. I can't shake the feeling of that this is kind of like... you remember that map? I think I played it last week. This is really Rithen Falls, yeah. There was the town here, there were 5 towns, like 1, 2, there was a castle here, and there was a guy here, you know? And there was a neutral town here. This map seems very similar, because like this portal... are they built on the same map? I wonder. Okay, thankfully they're not bothering us. Yeah, looks like even the quest things are similar, so anyway. Let us fight the unicorns for the Sword of Judgment. The Sword of Judgment is going to be a massive boost. And then I think I can start actually taking towns and such. And you know what, Mr. Unicorn? Be slowed. You cannot be kidding me. I mean, brother, I slow you for a reason, so you could not do things like that. And then you go ahead and do things like that. Ooh, pathfinding, that's actually what I needed. Sword of Judgment. Which, yeah. And then I guess we're gonna take that ring for the quest here. That Pandora Box was actually ludicrous, so this is gonna get demons summoned into my face, but I think that's fine. It was indeed fine, and... okay, no casualties, beautiful stuff. Still Eye of the Dragon. And I really need a source of gold, like a gold mine. And are we close? Yeah, we're kind of close to level up, so I think we'll fight these guys just for that level up. You know, potential level up. That would be really, really good. So, Dace, we can get this obelisk. We see some terrain, but that's not quite enough to tell where the Grail might be. And then I do think actually having Dace here to pick up the loot that I left behind would be like a good idea. And then, yeah, I should get another hero, and Synca is gonna be that other hero just because she comes with the dungeon army, but I cannot get her right now. And once again, we have some problems with Green's hero, so he's banished from his land. Ooh, kind of missed. Yeah, Blue got a second town. Kind of missed when that happened. Not that great of a thing. Well, technically, the elimination of opponents is good. It's just that I would like to be the one doing it, you know? Synca. Well, we'll take Earth Magic with you. You can also put the creatures indoors, and we can do this. Give them a quick upgrade. And then Synca can go and take the windmill. Okay, Lorelei. Yeah, this fight might be a little bit nasty because, yeah, quite a lot. I will take the auto as a result. I do think the orcs are our slowest troop, and this is like really generous actually for the amount. There were basically like, what? This is like 70, 80. There's like 80, almost like 90 of these guys with an up stack. The ridiculous stuff. So, Carnity with interference, and let us go and check genies. These are the regular ones. Do we want another stack of troops, like genies, for example? An interesting prospect indeed. I mean, unironically, 3 genies and then 6 genies from here, 9 genies. A flying stack, which probably, yeah, there's a town here, and this is a tower town. I do think actually we'll take the genies. And yeah, looks like Astral here. Gonna be bothering me. And I will need Synca to defend, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, she just has to go indoors. And there's not much we can do about that. Then, I don't think we have the money for the genies though, as much as I do like that idea. And I guess Dace, even though you don't have the book, you can check this out. Color of Conjuring. Yeah, this map is actually like a replica of the other map that I played a while back. I see it now fully. Okay, let's not take genies at least until we see that the Magi want to join. My diplomacy doing work here on this map. And do I stay in the gold mine? I think no, I just flag the gold mine and I keep moving. And we're not, well, it doesn't hurt. Nah, it hurts the defense of the town to take them. So, what we need is maybe a stronger stack like this. And do I defend? I mean, well, obviously I defend, but do I defend with just this? I think, yeah. You don't have a book, do you? Yeah, you don't have a book, Synca. I think that is actually a worthwhile investment for the defending hero. A spell book. And yeah, maybe we should also get the logistics. So, I think Astral is going to be fighting us. I do think the one tower should be strong enough to, you know. She's my troglodytes, can't really do much about that. This guy, oh yeah, this guy's not flying, so that's kind of good, but I should be putting these troglodytes here. Their only flying troop is the gargoyle, so that doesn't really concern me too much, right? I should just be splitting damage among creatures. I hope we can finish this guy off so the tower shoots something else, that's really good. And then I think I should just be attacking like the strongest creatures. Okay, then we should get the gremlin down so the tower doesn't want to shoot him. And then, yeah. Oof. And now this guy is risking to come indoors. Just not something I quite like. Okay. Oof, the tower is being shot, so this is speed 6, this is speed 3. I think we should be, well, trying to deal with the fire elemental. Did you reach the door? I think we could have. Well, I lost my tower, which is a problem. The ballista still has quite a few shots, and the ballista is actually buffed to be quite a decent fighter. And then do we hit with the troglodytes? I think we should. Troglodytes here. It would be a shame to lose my town. ballista really working its magic on me? Should be the other way around, with the harpy hags running around. Oof. Well, unaccurate shot is kind of also not good. Oof. And we've run out of shots with the beholders, which is kind of really sad. I think we just have to like brawl, you know? We do have... Okay, the morales are good, but unless I can actually... Ooh, you know what has to happen? Okay, I need the ballista to... Yeah, shoot this guy, but... I need the ballista to like run out of shots, you know? You ass of a war machine. The war machine is gonna carry it for him, because, well, yeah, I can't survive with shots. That is actually super sad. Astra with a random ballista takes my town. And yeah, I am aware that I only have 7 days. And also now he can get all the troops. He already got all the troops. Well, I do think Dace will go here just because I remember there being resources here in the other map. Imagine the audacity of the map makers to just copy a map and rebrand as something new. And yeah, thankfully we do see this town over here. I wonder if we can access it through this side. We can. That's good. I don't see what's inside of it here because, well, of course I lost my other town to blue. And yeah, I don't even have a tavern, so yeah. Good luck me, I suppose. I guess we'll reposition the troops because I rather would like to keep my stack of monks. So, a glorious victory here against the Neela. Just kind of a shame that they have their main hero here. With a relatively strong army, that I might add. Oh. Slow me down, shame on you. Okay, then... And yeah, I did know that was gonna die under retaliation. That was kind of the point there. And then, okay, that can reach the Wyvern, which is a bit of a problem. The Gremlin goes outdoor. And we can hit them. Okay, then they can't reach. This is really good though. Kind of saving the cast because I thought I would need the shield up here, so... don't really need the shield. I would just rather throw a magic arrow, get this guaranteed, and get this guaranteed, so... Orb of Driving Rain and Scroll of Forgetfulness. We will advance our diplomacy, and this town has a capital, which is amazing for me. I could also build a mage dwelling here. And yeah, Lookout Tower, and yeah, they also have the Griffin Conservatory here. Yeah, this is the map I played some time ago, actually, like a full-on replica. Quite amusing. So, I do think I will... Oh, actually, this is blocked off now, right? Some changes have been made to it. Yeah, some changes have been made to it. I guess I will be trying to get a Magi power stack. And yeah, let's build the Mage Tower, and then we will also pick up the Wall of Knowledge. Don't think that there's anybody who can reach here. I do see the couple, you know, different Magi's guarding things. I do have Diplomacy, so I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna be doing. Gonna be trying to diplo the stacks back. Okay, then Dace can go for this little bit of war. Looks like this has been closed off, right? Yeah, this is closed off, which is kind of a shame. Maybe snatching back the genies would be kind of cool. So, let's go here, let's get the knowledge. Let's buy out the troops here, and if you want to get the Uland, I would need like another hero who can pick up stuff like the mines and such around the place. Like, really would need a hero like that. And then, actually, let's go. You fools! We could have been brothers, but you chose to fight me instead. And do I have a taste or something? No. Forgetfulness, but that doesn't really do much. But yeah, I kind of forgot I have the Sword of Judgment. It's kind of insane how many stat points it's giving. I'm gonna lose this one. Okay, no casualties. We could get learning. I think this map is rather small, so boosting the levels could be good. But then again, getting expert diplomacy. I mean, I still need wisdom, and I guess like an attack or like armor or offense could be good. Another school of magic could be good. Well, we'll skip the learning. And let's take this Cape of Silence. I do want to not have the Cape of Silence, as it will hinder my own spellcasting. Hiccupping a bit, but that's fine. Can't learn this because we don't have the thing of a chicken. Actually, because we have so much mana. And hold up, can we like? Yeah, I think we can delegate one stack away, one single Scorp core, just so Uland could be fast. Okay, Magic Arrow, that's not too exciting. Guess he can check that out as well. Okay, Lorelei regenerating your mana. And then we can go on the offensive. Kind of ashamed that my original biome gets looted very rudely. But yeah, oh man, they bought Solomar. Add insult to the injury there. Do you want to flag the outer water? Would I rather have more regular genies? Well, I could also just do this and have more regular genies, right? 10,000 IQ gameplay. Okay, then, and the magic. Uland can grab the obelisk here. And yeah, then we can go and grab the other things with him as well. Do I want to stay another turn for like some troop gain or no? I think no, we would rather take, yeah, this is the spell I wanted. Lightning Bolt. And do we take the Rampart army with me? The dwarves are hellishly slow, I don't want them. Other than that, I feel like actually the extra little bit of troops don't harm me in any way, shape or form. I will take the spell power here, and yes, that is what I wanted. Followers. We'll take the attack skill and we'll check out the witch hat. Oh, and then we'll go for the box. And we'll go to this town. Yeah, start taking their towns, go back through the portal, take back my town, and then go back through the portal and then go and take the other players' towns. Monogoose, look at Monogoose. So, Astral. Kind of a problem giving you 9 genies. I don't want to do that, really. Who do we have here? We have an Arlak, and we also have a Nimbus. I don't have the Beholders anymore in my army. I think this would be the best investment we could make. Yeah, you know, ooh, actually, is this like one way? No, this isn't like passable only by a single tile. That's what I mean. Because that would be really, really bad anyway. Yeah, let's hope that they do not have pathfinding and they get stuck here in the sand. I would like to save the genies, that would be really, really good. And yeah, Lorelei, check out this wisdom. That's actually one of the things I really wanted, to learn high level spells. So basically a free level up without costing me a skill slot. We will fight these soldiers because I have quite a few ranged troops. So these guys will be converted into experience. A little bit of experience, and then Pandora Box. Ooh, which gives me more experience. So, I did say I would like... Well, actually, we just leveled that up. And the spell, not that interesting. Then, third level spell, protection from earth, not that interesting. And I guess what Uland can do is Uland can make Lorelei a little faster. Let's give her some 1 stacks just so she doesn't get ambushed. And I don't really care about upgrading this town in this particular moment. Okay, good stuff happening all around. Yeah, Dace, do you think you can do these? Huh? These guys are inaccessible because there's a rock here. Amazing map design, I must say. Well, well, well. Conjuring, do I think Dace... Oh, sulfur pile. I kind of didn't realize that is there. I guess we'll finally flag the altar of water. We'll go for these crystals as well. And yeah, this is like also blocked off. Maybe we'll go for the sulfur dune just with the genies and whatnot. So, Lorelei. This went down to the south to the other town, if I remember correctly. It feels like I've played this map before, but I haven't played this map before. But technically I have, because it's based on the other map that I did play before. So it's kind of like a weird situation. Yeah, this, look, knew exactly where this was gonna go. We could ambush Gretchin, we could go for 1000 experience, I'll go for the 1000 experience, and then I'll ambush the Gretchin. Okay, yeah, I don't want to lose Uland behind me there. Glorious victory with no casualties, and let us advance the scouting. So, yeah. Now Lorelei is like a wrecking ball rolling through things. I think we will actually buy Arlac as well. We'll give him a spellbook. I do need more heroes who are just capable of, you know, going around the map, and I do think here... Just get one genie. Getting one genie and just going maybe somewhere here could be quite good. There are multiple sources of, like, you know, gold in my sight. And that is what I will want to do. So, forget that crystal. Sea witches, sure thing, we'll pick those up as well. Can flag this thing, and then we can, you know, 100% do this. Could even do that fight, even though it's not really giving me much in like the short term, but okay, 1000 experience. I think one hero will be fine to explore this. What is this witch hut? Speculum is needed. Uland can grab the obelisk, and wonder if he will be attacked. No, he can't quite be reached that fast. And then, yeah, Lorelei will be heading here for the attack skill. We know that this was visited, and do I want to check that out? I mean, sure thing, we can check it out. Maybe it's a, like an air magic. I will be taking that in that case. And then, this town is kind of like already mega developed. I think I would just want to build up the mage guild, so in case there is like a town portal here, I would get it. So, unfortunately, looks like Uland is being ambushed. That's kind of expensive. And yeah, as expensive as this is, I would rather save Uland with the Scorpivore in hand. So, Arlac, Pendant of Life, which we cannot get because it's blocked off. Amazing. Thank you, map developers. Very cool. Gold. Oh, this is blocked off by a war unicorn. Okay, that's fine. Then logistics. Okay. And yes, since we remember the a town is here, and yeah, we can kind of barely reach it. Void here and land thing. So, hoping they will shoot the elves. They might not, but psychic elementals, okay, cool stuff. Nobody is guarding the town, so that's really cool. I guess I could... Yeah, let's slow them down in the first round. They're gonna be coming outdoors, but because they're slowed down, like, they're actually quite fast. I don't want them all to come out at the same time. Then we can get the stone skin, so the towers shooting us would be dealing less damage. And then finally we can get the shield, which is the real brawling skill. So then, fuck this guy. Okay, and we could. Just finish them up. Okay, cool stuff. We can't get into the town. I guess we could build a magic university and then pick up the air magic for Lorelei. That would be kind of really cool. We could also get another hero here. Almost wish I bought back Uland in this town. Well, either way, I guess so. Let's pick up Nimbus. And yeah, I just want to make Lorelei a little bit faster. I think she's fine without regenerating mana and whatnot, so this. And logistics is pretty cool. Don't think we will be getting ambushed on Nimbus. But yeah, in case we do need to set up a little bit of a defense type of thing. And Uland, you can grab the things here that we ignored previously. 36 skeletons, cool stuff. Army for free, right? And yeah, Dace, just to get the dwelling, flag the dwelling. And then you can go and you can fight these two fights. Maybe start with the one that is simpler. Can't believe that Blue, the first thing he did, he marched up here into the desert and then through to my zone. Kind of ridiculous, honestly. The AI path finding in that way. We'll take these guys just because they are for free. And I can kind of make myself, yeah, I can make myself quite a bit faster on Dace. Like this, Mirror Perception. Ooh. Some interesting things I do want to check out. You know, that zone, I do remember there being a Guardian. And I guess we would be snatching the water elementals as well. There's like no real pressure here. Melodia actually quite, has some army. And let us grab the air magic. So beautiful stuff. We could get, I guess, some sprites and I guess let's get like the air elementals as well. So then Lorelei and Nimbus. So Nimbus can give away the army that we had. Oops, not the undeads, thankfully. So yeah, this should be a fine army. Nimbus, you can go grab the logistics. And afterwards you can go and collect the stuff on the leftovers that Lorelei leaves him. So, I am kind of worried about this Melodia. She does have quite a few units, but then again, I do think I do still have the momentum, like blast through my opponents. Those and I guess we want the Harpy Hag to be actually front and center, and then let's say just split the genies like that. I'll take that because I don't think I can do any better. So, ooh, haste. Actually, a magic that we surprisingly didn't have. And are we feeling like we can try to retake this town? I don't actually think that is going to be viable, but we will give Dace the army here. We'll take away the genies, I guess. So, thankfully here they have left the area unattended. And yes, and this is the where Stillwater is. And it has like a very sad guardian, so... Ooh, that's not what I want to happen. Hold up. We need to defend this area. Bro, what? now they know where the town is. I have to, like, hold up, I have to chase them, and I also have to take out this man on the way there. We'll slow you down. I will teach you to mess with me. Okay, sprites doing the job that they were intended to do, tanking the shots that nobody else wanted to take. Ooh, a Scroll of Berserk. Very cool stuff, and I do need the mobility against this man, and I do think we'll take the... Okay, look, we have slow in our book, and the spell. Do we need the spell? We have it in our book, so we will take these two spells instead. And yeah, we do need to, like, go here ASAP. I do think actually the sprites are gonna get focused down by the tower, right? So maybe we can do a little trick here. And yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. Okay, blast down this guy, we'll get them to come outdoors. I hope. Okay, fantastic stuff indeed. Then... Yeah, as I did say, I do have to go and... I have to, like, chase them, which is pretty sad. Any level 2 spell which might help me? Well, yeah. Ice Bolt is gonna be the name of that. And yeah, we just have to, like, you know, make sure that they do not reach the town before I do. Yeah, and I think Nimbus will be a fine man to take care of these two towns for the time being. Okay, they're heading back here and they're heading to the side. Okay, so Dace and Uland. I do want to upgrade these guys, and you can take, like, basically the rest of the army. Even though... Well, actually, we want to kind of have everything, right? Because this town is going to be attacked in just a little while, so... Lorelei, you cannot reach that, but you can just go for this town, right? There's nothing really preventing us from just getting the Stillwater town and winning the scenario here. And yeah, we can get more. You know, more, what are they called? Wyverns. Basically, like, for free. Okay, so I do want to defend this town in one or another way. Okay, let's buy out the Magi, let's buy out the Genies. We don't want them to have the Nagas, I guess we want to have these guys. Honestly, I could just go try to supply the army to Lorelei. I don't really need the town, even though it's, like, well built up. Okay, hold up, let's... These guys more useful, so... It is kind of funny, but yeah. We would be leaving, let's say, just the dwarfs and this guy to defend. I guess we could also, very quickly, sell a few things to give Tyraxor a book. Oh, he got a book already, so just spent money for nothing. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of one of their heroes. As I think this is like a free fight, essentially. Not like 100% free, but, you know. Maybe Curse would be better here. Do we have haste? We do not have haste. Amazing. Pathfinding, the skill that we actually all kind of like. So, and then yeah, Lorelei. We know where the still water is. So, is there any point in not going for it ASAP? Well, I don't think there is a point in not going for it. So yeah, we'll just go for it and we'll claim our victory. Since nobody can catch me. Technically I will get like a lower score for not eliminating the AIs, but I do think that's fine, since this map is technically like... it's kind of weird, like I haven't played it, but I have played it, you know what I mean? And yeah, they're taking quite a bit of damage from the towers here, so... Okay, weak of the Hornet. Okay, then Tyraxor. Yeah, just give Lorelei the troops that are valuable to her army. Speed 5, well, I guess Mr. Golem is kind of useful, but then again, let's just take the gargoyles. We have like positive morale anyway. So then we can leave her on just a fast, on like a fast troop here. So fight these serpent flies. Don't lose that. Sword of Judgment actually doing quite a bit of work. Amazing stuff, and yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to achieve here. We could go for the quick utopia, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary at all. So, yeah. Dace, what are you? I guess just getting the rates. Uland. Getting the skellies. Nimbus being the skeleton himself. Or well, rather being the undead. And, well, yeah, we could attack here with Tyraxor. Melodia still has some stuff, but do we really care about it? And, well. And let's actually snatch the troops that we would like to save, even if the game goes on for some inexplicable reason. Maybe there's like a hidden ambush somewhere, you know? So, also, one thing which you should probably always do is leave some units in all the towns. So, yeah, your town cannot be taken completely for free. And, ooh, Uland is being attacked, but I think that's fine. He will just do the also brave thing of, teleportation. We bet we can move again. Yep. Good stuff here. Another 2 elves perish. And do we want to save this man? I kind of don't really care about him. Okay, amazing stuff. And then maybe before winning I will try to take another town. So, do this, do that, boom boom. And yeah, instead of forgetfulness, let's actually take Cards of Prophecy. Quickly scout for the Grail. I think the Grail is... where could it be? It looks like it's kind of here, right? Or no? I think maybe it's here, the same place where it was previously. on the previous, you know, map, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh boy. Yeah, what a unique choice they made. Oh, and we cannot take that even if we were to reinforce. Well, in that case, Lorelei, you just go forward here, and yeah, still water. What a town to easily take. Lamau, you thought some dendroids would keep me from winning? It's kind of wild actually how easy it is to take this. Congratulations, you have captured Stillwater and are victorious. So, literally a remade of the previous map. Hey, listen to me. By the way, can you tell me if my audio is fine, because I am testing a few new things and I want to know if the sound quality is better. Mainly if you cannot hear the computer in the background with fans. It's kind of like, you know, I thought I would get it fixed faster, but it's not really I can do much about it. Anyway, we got a rank of Unicorn. And we will be checking out this map, even though it is kind of like a remake of the previous map, which was, okay, Rithen Falls. We have done this map. I kind of very quickly want to check in my channel. So, that map was the Great Race. That was the map. It's not the previous one, but the one before that. The Great Race. It's literally the same map. Like, look, if I load into that map called the Great Race, like one turn before we win, right? It's literally like, there is a town here, there is a desert area here with like a quest giver. Here, there is a town here, there is a town here, there is a town here. And then this one we didn't see. We kind of saw the edge of the Conflux, but yeah, there's a town here. And basically it's like, here is a portal that goes to this zone where you need like a black tent to get like a special town to win. Yeah, capture Strongland. Okay, like this is a, you know, there's the Utopia here. Like it's basically the same map, like that level 1 dwelling here. Like Orchid, but this is not like blocked off. Like this whole area was blocked off, and I kind of want to see Rithen Falls. What an interesting idea. They just copy the map, and I think they made it worse. Maybe this was the original. So we take Lorelei and let us go with the WC, the one. So yeah, look, it's literally the same thing, except there's like a 5th player here. They stole the map from themselves. How could they? So yeah, it's literally the same thing. So I want to check out the things I didn't get to check out. Which I suppose, well, okay, let's start with, I know the Pandora Box here was the 30 monks. That one was kind of huge. Really great starting box. Pandora Box here. Oh, okay, look, I'm going to cheat again, because I know what that box is. That box is all spells. GG's, yeah, sounds great. PC sounds good as it doesn't have any sound. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. So we were finally broken from the curse of the PC with its fans. Okay, look, we'll do this again, but like, are we? Yeah, we're on the fast zigzagging movement. It's insane. 30 monks like this basically makes the whole game go easier. They took the dragon off feet. You cannot access this guy, the rogue, because there's like a rock here. That's kind of absurd, you know. Okay, look, we want to check out all the quests that they had to offer for us here. And yeah, actually this is like insane. How many magi were here, and how many magi, you know, independently were willing to join us. Well, this guy was a joiner, but then he wasn't. This guy was not a joiner. And yeah, you cannot really access this here. So, this one, I don't remember what was like a frost ring and the magic. Okay. I also will check out where the grail is, so I will very quickly flag all these obelisks. This is one obelisk, I need to flag the one in my own zone. You can't really flag them, but you can, you know, check them out as it were. So, yeah, this area was completely the same as in the other map. Yeah, the Witch Hut for Wisdom. Then here, this Pandora Box for 1000 experience for just free. Like, that's insane, you know? So, yeah, for Artifact Merchant, which didn't have any relevance, but what did it have? It had a couple, actually it had like quite a few good items, I will say that. Some unicorns, actually quite a lot of them for 2 really good relics. And I do have a feeling, oh yeah, I didn't take the Sword of Judgment here. I was like, really don't need it, but what if it's like a quest item actually? So yeah, a couple hives, so you can actually get quite a few of these. Ooh, and actually the Color of Conjuring here and the Pendant of Dissipation here. So we can check out what their quests give. Pendant of Dissipation and Color of Conjuring. So, yeah, Pendant of Dissipation would be 20,000 experience. And Color of Conjuring would give you 20,000 gold. So, yeah, if you go to this area and you go back there, you get some gold. This portal, I think, it leads to... Oh, it leads... Lamau, what kind of a scam is that? Nice portal, brother. They literally didn't need this area of the map, so they blocked it off. Oh my goodness. You cannot go here. Oh man. Oh man. Well, what a lazy remake, actually, because of that. Okay, look, I want to check out Pendant of Life. Pendant of Life, we got... Oh yeah, Pendant of Life you cannot technically get, but unless you have Fly, for example. So yeah, you can get 15,000 experience for that. Bird of Perception, we haven't found that one yet. Let's go and check out the Utopia. The one... Armageddon's Blade! Okay, they have cooked with this map. Why an Armageddon's Blade? Oh man, you could imagine this. Oh man, I wish I did that. It would be so funny. Unironic Armageddon's Blade. Oh no. Do you need a book to cast? I think you need a book to cast it though. So like, maybe we'll quickly meme on some creatures, but yeah, I need a book to do that. That's kind of funny. So, yeah, Bird Perception. So, we'll explore the rest of that portal a bit later. And actually, do we have Wisdom? Yeah, we have Expert Wisdom. So, this Pandora Box is unguarded, and it's literally all Earth spells. Like, brother, you cannot be serious. You literally get like a Town Portal, Implosion, Resurrection, Meteor Shower. Like, everything you need from one Pandora Box. This quest, Speculum. Haven't found that yet. I can't believe they just remade the map like 1-for-1. And yeah, I played from this perspective in the Great Race, from Tan's perspective. And I do remember like red was in the map corner. Oh no. Literally they also had the halfling, like a zone blocker here. Ooh. Berserk. Interesting. Interesting stuff, my good sir. Berserk for not like that. I want to check out the area that you cannot access, but yeah. And then there is this player here as well. Okay, so yeah, the green guy, and he can go behind here. He would have the I guess the dragon scale shield and a free random dwelling for a random 6 creature that nobody has. Luck, yeah, in a witch hut. An additional sawmill. Okay, and then this guy. This guy, I think he had like beholders in his box. Yeah, 25. They didn't even change the box. It's literally 25 beholders. That's so wild. And yeah. Wonder if the Earth navigation, amazing stuff, navigation on a map without water. And yeah, you would have this area which you cannot access technically. That's so lame. Imagine you're like looking at that and thinking, hey, I want to go here because I want to get the conservatory, but you can't. And also you have the bird of perception here, which you cannot get otherwise. Talisman of mana. Oh hey, wait. I had that. 35 Centaur Captains for Talisman of Mana. Amazing. And yeah, the Liches would have a Sacrifice Scroll. There would be some Sandworms here for 15 Trolls. Amazing stuff. A Speculum, which is technically not guarded because you can just take it. Amazing stuff. And then we would have a Giga Angel battle here for Inexhaustible Carnivore and 15,000 experience. Yeah. Imagine just like one small part. Well, actually quite a big part of the map is inaccessible because they just like made it so. That's so wild. Anyway, if you would go to the area which you're not supposed to be in, you would get 50 rogues. Cool stuff. And here, you would get 15 trolls for the Bird of Perception. And yeah, then of course also the area of this last town, which is not guarded at all, like not guarded well at all. You can finally get the final obelisk, the Grail, and actually let me check if it's here. It is here somewhere, right? Like... wait. I should be looking at the flowers. Okay, here are the flowers, and here's the two zones that connect. So the Grail is literally in the same place as the other map as well. That's so scuffed. And especially it's such a fail because you cannot even get to this area. And yeah, this area looks like it doesn't have much. Like, just a casual Naga bank chilling here. Oh boy, I am kind of disappointed by this, not gonna lie. I literally got to play the same map twice, almost in a row, with like one map in between. But yeah, I wonder which map was made first. I think the other one was made first because like here, there's a large chunk. Inaccessible, literally with like quests that do not do anything. Like you cannot achieve them, like this thing is blocked off. Brother, this map is a failure. Well, also Red's perspective, kind of everyone rushing him. Yeah. I mean, if I went through here and taken this town, I could have also went for this town and then did the camp that I did, but hey, yeah. Look, the objective is so unguarded, any fool can just wander in here. You almost have to like go here ASAP to take Blue's town and just go here. I feel like this map could be done in a very, very fast way if you know the layout before. Probably like 3 weeks tops, you know? With a good hero. Like you just quickly loot some troops, maybe something joins, you do the Dragonfly Hive, the second one with the monks. You take the other pillage town. You go here maybe with the second hero like I did, do the Hive, and yeah. Even though you can play from one perspective, I do feel like actually maybe even in the end of the second week you could do this. Take the town and just win the game. That's wild. Really wild. Well, that was Rithen Falls. Yeah. I know I'm talking a lot, but kind of this map leaves me speechless just because of how lazy of a remake it is. It's pretty sad. Well, anyway. Yeah, I was Guest 273. I hope you liked today's stream. You never know what you're gonna get with these maps, and I hope that the next time... Well, I have something interesting prepared for one of the future maps, and I do hope you will enjoy that when it eventually comes out. Might be next Saturday, might be some random day next week. But yeah, for now I will just see you later. And yeah, guest will be signing off. I don't know, I will probably play something maybe with the boys or maybe a tournament related during the, like, maybe even today or tomorrow or in the next week. But yeah, we'll just have to live the and we'll have to see. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, cheers. I hope you have a good one.